apart from them constable force in the no you do Jubilee a soldier funa police for war no. I mean, I think they conducted themselves well. In fact, at a point, one of the police officers who there Ochensu Zama protesters and we all did what we had to do within the confines of the law. Intimamumbo protesters in Wabado. Now a police from they were generally professional, very cooperative and friendly. And by the way, we didn't give them hard time. We cooperated with them, followed the routes. I was in my hand as already agreed. And I think it went well. Now back to your question. Why the protest? We created 2 Ghana. 1 Ghana under NDC is for only their party members. The other Ghana is for others they see as enemies. And their first attack was on sacking of government workers. They were employed after the election. Meanwhile, in the public service anymore, there were Ghana for what for when a 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I won our second. Apart from that, state institutions are Oye Abankita majority shares. So to the Ghana Gas, Yaba Exim Bank, they are called a Maritime Authority, Ghana Water, and that's all Kakaho. Even your companies are limited liability companies. Abanwo shares, majority shares, or largely owned by the state. However, one source of income is not from the states. So there's no impact on the expenditure of the expenditure on the fiscal space of government. In other words, government does not budget for them. There was will be a all these independent state agencies have gone on a sacking spree. That is the first welcome. So far, Abeni is a welcome Ghana for that. And yet, a NDC Yasako. That is 1. 2. Teachers and nurses. The teachers and nurses were critical.
But it was not carried out. So why do you?
They did.
It was not carried out.
Oh, mine, please.
It was not carried out. That said and block. These teachers and nurses, no.
Wait. All the teachers were sacked. Quote me. It was when Harun Idrisu Bey, and I won't that the pressure, the teacher union started, raising. Those who were recruited, go and check. Go and check.
Then they said,
the sector minister said that 1 year validation. So they started a system of, bring your document, they validate, but they sacked all of them. Nurses. Look, in the Minuka say, when was it? Saturday? Nurses be ba mention wofi. We school, but one post one was honorable. Nurses nurses platform though.
These are MPP nurses.
No, not MPP nurses. I mean,
so let's address the issues of concern.
No, I'm giving but that's what I'm telling you. My Antonio Dubia the Musuvano.
No, let's address the issue.
So can you allow me to address the issue? Can you allow me to address the issue?
And teachers.
Can you allow me to address the issue? Of course.
But if
so would you allow me to address the issue?
MPP nurses are saying that.
Is there anything like MPP nurses?
Your platform is for MPP.
No, not my platform. You see, you won't listen.
So which platform?
I'll protest by being quiet.
Okay, conceptual.
Thank you. Nurses are what I mentioned over the weekend. What's look honorable? Young platform nurses your platform do. Nkofo no wonder what to abama and this. Nam sabas in just Mabre do no na recruitment o kodon kaka since your man yen with the son so many years of backlog. I want to wabama backlog no the way. But then I say, well, it's over until 2028. Why is it that nurses who have been recruited, why is it that nurses are winning clearance and will be recruited one was suspended? So NDC unemployment instead of employment. One better will be create more jobs. So they came to add on to the unemployment situation. By the way, first 120 days was the achievement in employment. They have rather sent people home, created more unemployment. That is their record for first 120 days. Yanko military, first service chiefs, were you one lazy, plus other 15 soldier paying. What you were appointing new service chiefs, then 2-star generals are. Why you want Juma? Aban a state in a training 1 hour with Juma. I want to become the next set of victims. I want so when CDS is here, his next line of action in there, Munina Munkufi. So to clear all of them, all those who were promoted as generals under NPP Nina Munkotinefi. Yan for Mintunche. Sheza Osi Watamale. Now ministers go on field visit and sack chief executive. Tamale Teaching Hospital chief executive. So was sacked. So under NDC, it is either you succumb or we deal with you. That is their strategy. Threats. INPO as MPs. Recently, how they treated Honorable John Intim Fojo. Say you ambira. Nobody be a knife for Ekogunifi. Waba arrested. Look at what they did to Dr. Addison, former governor. What could if you ransack if you what's his kind of way? Later, no way to NDC. I want to urge my friends in NDC. There's always a limit to propaganda. The twists between. There's an end. Says I'm more honeymoon. Then I say I'm winning. My dream one day, 4 years, Onyambe. We've already crossed 5 months. Yeah, crossed the 5 months. Majority of the youth now you've not been able to find jobs for them.
Ejumera.
Now, Omahin.
Ejumera. Omahin. Overlook that. Ejumera.
Omahin. Do you know one sad thing? Do you know one sad thing?
Don't overlook that.
Do you know one sad thing?
With you.
In my some cry 24-hour economy now warankasa menyu betra hana. You thought there. Wo bibi EUC abato.
Yeah.
If you don't
Yeah.
That's why
it's under the watch of Gusi Tandos. What's the problem?
Please, when the president came to Parliament to share with us a message on the state of the nation, President Kacha and there, 24-hour economy, it will be contained in the budget in Tonka WhatsApp. Then Dr. Atu Forson also came, finance minister. The budget, 24-hour economy also a tree no was about. The budget statement of any nation captures the priorities of a government. How come the 24-hour economy policy now, Awankasa is a baby create a juma. In your first year, there's no space for it. 24-hour economy, no, simply put, you want to create jobs in the private sector. What's a 133, right?
Correct.
1 job, 3 shifts. So where is a 1 job, 3 shifts? Even their ministers, their appointees, when they came for vetting, Omayan, Inyamina Missile, Meko, a Futu Fanti, Inyamina Missile, If it's one about one manifesto, what's the one here? Triaduma, you watch the vetting. How many appointees were able to answer questions from their manifesto? A lot of them, they were bold to say that I have not read it. So even they, the appointees, and I'm not sure of the understanding of the direction of the government and the policies guiding their various ministries, because this government has not come out with a clear policy direction. In the area of social services, what is the policy? Education, what is the policy? What is your financial policy as a nation? The trade ministry, what is the trade minister's policy to activate the private sector? What is the policy there?
Maybe you don't know. Oh, you are suggesting that you don't know what they are doing.
Am I not supposed to know? Isn't it part of the bona fides
of course.
Of governance?
Of course.
Is it not in their interest to put it out? You know, around this time, we as the people of Ghana should have handy the policy direction in the economy. What is the policy on security? Okay? On defense matters, what is the policy? When it comes to water and sanitation, what is the policy? It's a TUC, it's a Wonka. This is not MPP speaking. During the May Day celebration, organized labor boldly made two profound statements. One, Galamsey. And you realize that the NDC did everything to suppress what organized labor has said. Organized labor boldly said Galamsey has worsened under NDC's 5 months in office. True or false?
That's what they said.
No, I'm saying true or false. Did they say it or not?
It was said.
Do you know that organized labor has its own research machinery? When I became an MP, interactions with them, I realized that TUC, they have a solid research machinery. They have experts. Some of our mates at Kivas, Wofi, school, we train one PhD, MPhil, no go on research department. So they are not just labor union online the way to boy. Before TUC or before organized labor will come out with a statement. Now one can say why you know, and they know that what they are going to say is founded on facts. Organized labor on May Day publicly reprimanded the government and said that the Galamsey menace has worsened just within the short period they came into office. And if the NDC is in self-denial, with time, they will be exposed. Two, organized labor also complained about the attack on the Chief Justice and cautioned government to hasten slowly because Zawo Yeno undermines the democracy. By the way, Omahin, President Mahama, I think that though you were in different parties, but as so why on say he is generally seen as a moderate. True or false? He is generally seen as a moderate. And I am saying that this government is not under his control. This government is being controlled by the hawks of NDC, the extremists. That is a reality. Because you see,
there's one person in the charge. That person is
no. I don't think they have ushered him into his lame dark days rather too early.
How is this possible?
No, listen, Omani, mark this day. Today is what, 6th May?
That's correct.
Mark this day. This government has entered into its lame dark days because they allowed the hawks to dictate the direction rather too early. And this would have its own overflow into the leadership contest, the succession plan. Because you see, right now, have you seen it? I said, Dunkatia on the part for the succession, we started moving or move a candidate. Yet, other
people. Our concern.
No. No, it's a party because it will let the government lose focus. Listen, an effective government is a government that the president is in control. And when a government is effective, it benefits the people. A government in lame dark days, things go haywire. And I'm saying, and what I'm saying is not only me, but all political watchers, including you, Omahin, know for a fact that this government has entered into its lame dark